Today I am going to represent my lecture about proportional controllers. Now what is proportional controllers? This is the block diagram of proportional controllers. What is proportional controllers? The actuating signal for the control action in a control system proportional to the error signal in which a devices are called proportional controller, and the action is called proportional control. So in proportional control, the control action in a control system proportional to the error signal, and devices which perform this control action are called proportional controllers. This is the block diagram of proportional controllers. It is denoted by, in short, P controllers. Okay. Now the error signal is difference between the input signal and the feedback signal, which is obtained by output. Okay. The actuating signal is proportional to the error signal. Actuating signal is proportional to the error signal. Hence, the name proportional controller. For this, it is known as proportional controller. This is the error signal, this is the output signal. It is proportional to output or equal to constant of proportionality Kp into output, where Kp is called gain of proportional control or proportional controller. Okay. Now from figure we get the transfer function Ts equal to Cs by Rs equal to, all we know that Ts equal to Cs by Rs equal to Gs by 1 plus Gs Hs in a closed loop control system. So in this case, Ts equal to Cs by Rs from figure. Here a gain element is added to a system with transfer function. So these two will be product or multiplied. So we get Cs by Rs equal to Kp Gs by 1 plus Kp Gs Hs. Okay. Now application of proportional controller. It is used where load changes are very small, no deadline or transfer lag exist. In that case, proportional controllers are used. Now what is proportional band? Proportional band is defined as the percentage change in input controlled variable. Here input controlled variable span will cause a 100% change in controller output. A change in input control variable will change the controller output. Okay, 100% change in controller output. It is the change in control variable that will drive the controller output for full scale. 100% means full scale change in controller output. So this range is called proportional band. Proportional band equal to del input with full span, 100% span, divided by del output in percentage. It is defined as error required to move a control valve from full scale open to full scale closed position. Okay, full scale open to full scale closed position. This is the proportional band. Now come to the point offset. What is offset? In proportional controller, if the control variable reaches the set point, then the deviation will become to 0 and the output also becomes to 0. If the controlled variable or reference input signal will reaches at the set, this is the set point. Okay, this is the set point. If control variable reaches to set point, the output deviation will be 0 and output also becomes 0, and there is the peculiar situation. Okay, if deviation 0, output will be 100%, but deviation is 0 and output also becomes 0. To avoid this situation, that means this peculiar situation, a proportional offset is added to the controller. This offset helps the controller variable near to the set point, not reaches to the set point, near to the set point, and reducing the error in steady state. Okay, that is called offset. Now, I am going to represent what is integral controllers. The control mode where the controller output is proportional to the integral of the error with respect to time is called as integral control, and the devices which perform this action, that means control action, is known as integral controllers. Integral controllers overcome the drawback of proportional controller. What is the drawbacks in proportional controller? Offset, proportional band, etc. So, to overcome these errors or drawbacks of proportional controller, integral controller is used. Figure 2 represent the block diagram of integral controller. Okay. Here a integral control action is added with GS. Here in block diagram it will be arrow. Okay. So in integral controller, from figure we get transfer function Ts equal to Cs by Rs equal to Gs by 1 plus Gs, here unity feedback. Okay, Gs by 1 plus Gs equal to Ki by S into Gs by 1 plus Ki by S into Gs. Okay, this is the transfer function of integral controller. Application, what is the applications of integral controller? It is used to eliminate steady state error. Due to proportional controller, there are problems or errors will occur in steady state condition. But if we use integral control action or use integral controller devices, it is used to eliminate this steady state, eliminates the steady state error. Okay. Now, I am going to represent derivative controller. What is derivative controller? Derivative control is the control action to the rate at which the error has been changing. It shows the rate of change. All you know that rate of change is state is d dt. Okay, so derivative, it will be known as derivative control action. Rate of change of the controller output. The derivative control is used to reduce the magnitude of the overshoot. In a second order system, all you know what is overshoot position. So, the magnitude of the overshoot produced by the integral component and to improve process stability. The devices which perform this control action is called derivative controller, or the action is called derivative control. Here the block diagram of derivative controller. Okay. So here Kd is gain of derivative controller, d dt, derivative control action, and this is the transfer function in time domain. If we taking Laplace transform of this block diagram, we get Rs equal to Es, Kd d dt means Kds, Gt means Gs, and Ct means Cs. Okay, after Laplace transformation. So from figure we get transfer function Ts equal to Cs by Rs equal to Gs by, here also unity feedback system given. So we can write Cs by Rs equal to Gs by 1 plus Gs. Here Gs is the multiplication of these two, gain and transfer function. Kd S Gs divided by 1 plus KDS GS. Okay. What are the applications of derivative controller? It is used for reducing overshoot, I have told you previously, and improving the transient response. Derivative controllers are used. Okay, thank you.